Hola, amigos. Hello, friends. Hello, people of the world. We are back with another episode of The Gift of the Gap, episode 11. I'm Ben.
And I'm Tia.
And yeah, let's jump right into it. How have you been?
I have been fantabiosus.
Oh, so now we're just making up words.
Yep.
Well, I have been fantabulous as well.
No, you have to pick your own word.
Oh, fine. I've been spectacular.
Good.
I'll use a real word. Yeah, I've been good. Ask me why I've been good.
Why have you been good?
I've been on holiday.
Holiday.
I didn't fly anywhere, don't worry, guys. But I did have time off work, which is amazing. Yeah.
Not that you've done anything different.
Yeah, I have. I'm usually working.
No,
I
but you
wasn't
haven't
working.
gone anywhere.
For me, as long as I get to relax and get some peace of mind, I don't mind chilling. I think the world needed to slow down a little. People always want to be going places, doing things. Everyone just sit your butt down. And now people get to sit their butt down and confront their life.
No, people are ready to get back out.
They are, but they had to sit their
People
butt
have
down.
been going out.
They had to sit their butt down first and confront their lives. A lot of people weren't happy. They were just going full speed, 100%. And then they realized, you know what? My life sucks.
Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, you know that special time you have in the shower where you're just like reflecting on life. People weren't doing that enough. And when you were locked down in your house, I feel like people had time to do that. Like just to sit there and look at the people in their house, their spouses, their children, and be like, oh.
I really hate you.
And some people needed that rude awakening. But here we are now.
Comment. Give us a comment on how you've realized
Go on.
how annoying your family members are.
Yeah.
Or even your kids.
Oh, yeah.
Or that husband.
Look,
you
this
say you
is
love.
judgment-free zone.
Yeah.
So feel free to go ahead and let us know. But apart from that, how has your week been?
My week has been good because I was on holiday too.
Wow.
What a coincidence.
What a coinkydink.
Well, I actually was meant to be doing jury duty, but I got excused.
Yes. My prayers came through. I was like, oh, I was hoping. I don't know how often people get excused, but
I don't know.
you're the second person I know that had jury duty and got excused this during, I guess, the pandemic.
I guess so. But apparently there's a backlog of cases and stuff like that. So they're going to want to, I don't even know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
You got excused from doing your civic duty.
Yep.
But yeah. Anyway, what's been popping on the news?
What's been popping?
Well,
What's been popping?
I had my ears to the streets and I heard some further developments with Tory and Meg. Well, Tory's being he just seems to be making it worse for himself.
How so?
He's been liking Instagram posts explaining the reasons he could have shot Meg. There is no way that he gets out of this looking good. I don't know what's going through his head. He's thinking, oh, there's this perfect justification for this that will make me come out on top. Because he's not saying anything and it seems like he's being really petty right now. And it's just not going to look good in the long run.
Playing devil's advocate, there's always three sides to the story.
Yep.
Meg's, Tories, and the truth.
This is true. Right now, he's in a very deep grave, and he's gonna need to use all his strength to jump out of it because it's not looking very good for him.
You mean dig out of it?
Oh no,
grave.
No, but if you're in the grave, why would you dig out?
Because they bury you.
No, as in like you're standing in a shallow grave, like you're standing in the hole. Why would you dig
6
out?
feet under.
No. Why would you dig out? I'm saying the mud is not on top of you yet. Like it's just the hole.
But you need to state that then. So if you're in your grave, there's mud on top of you. Isn't
Well, I was imagining.
Unless you're in your casket, then you can jump out. Just in the casket.
But then how would you be able to jump out? The mud would be covering you. Oh, we are getting sidetracked.
Exactly. That's why you'd need to dig out.
That's why in my head I was picturing a grave. You know, the dirt is on the side before the funeral. The grave diggers cover you in dirt. You're in the grave, in the hole, and instead of digging out, you jump out. Like you get a hop.
No.
That's what I was picturing. You were picturing a grave like you were like trapped in there. That's too scary.
Yeah.
I didn't want to picture that.
Talking about graves, sorry, now I'm going on another side note. Did you hear about that girl in Louisiana, 20-year-old girl, who was pronounced dead at the scene, and then she was taken to the funeral home?
Yeah, to the morgue.
To the morgue, and they realized that she was breathing.
Oh, yes, I did hear about that.
Yeah, I told you already.
You told me. But I act surprised. Really?
Yeah, oh my god.
Okay, if that happened to me, I can't say that I wouldn't be a complete annoyance to the funeral home. Can
you imagine?
No, if I woke up, I was going to say if I woke up dead, but
she wasn't breathing. She had no heartbeat, no nothing.
But if I woke up in the funeral home, would you be like, guys, help me, or would you get up and scare people? I think I would get up and scare people.
I think they started breathing, but I don't think she was like conscious.
Oh, she wasn't conscious.
Like, I don't think so.
Is if you are conscious and you wake up like they've gone to lunch. It's like 1 p.m. in the funeral home.
I'll totally have to F with them.
And
guys, I'm alive.
I think I would stay on the little table. Yeah. I'd stay on the table, and then when they come in, like I'll start moving. I just watched the autopsy of Jane Doe. Watch that movie. It's actually quite a good horror movie. And I'd start twitching. I'd give them a real scare for putting me through that.
You've been watching too many horror movies.
I would have to. They just put me through that.
It wasn't even them who pronounced her dead. It was
Everybody should be checking if I'm dead or not. You know they used to bury people with a bell.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah, so
that's because their equipment wasn't that good.
The equipment wasn't that good this time around. They almost buried her alive.
Jeez.
And how many other people has this happened to that didn't make it out?
I know. That was amazing because her family was told that
if I go, people best make sure I'm very dead.
The family were even planning the funeral already because it was like her body was released to them like straight away.
I wonder if your debts get cancelled.
If you're dead.
Yeah, so basically, how they're like, even in marriage, like it's a contract, the sort of thing, like till death do us part. Yeah. If you die and come back to life, does that mean basically?
But she's not dead.
No, but
she dead.
She was dead. They pronounced her dead.
No, but you have to be dead.
What do you mean dead? Like
in the ground, 6 feet under, with,
but that
with mud on top.
It doesn't specify that in those. It says when you die, and when you die is like when your heart and brain stop. I think that's when they pronounce you dead.
Okay, so
if that happens and then you come back to life after that,
yeah, but you're
technically, I don't owe any money. Student loans, bye.
I don't think it works that way. Babe.
I think she should take it to the Supreme Court if she owes debts, because I totally would. I'd be like, I lived. I've served my time.
I guess
if I die in prison and come back to life, I've served my sentence.
No.
I've served a life sentence.
No.
I've given my life.
No.
Yes.
No, babe.
Yes.
I guess there isn't a clause in like the contract to say.
You're telling me if you were in prison for life and you died and somehow came back to life, you wouldn't try and argue, look, I did my time.
See, so guys, this week we've been watching How to Get Away with Murder, and I feel like it's really got into Ben's head. Like,
I am now a lawyer. I am Benelise Keaton.
Oh, okay.
You'll refer to me as BK. But yeah, that's mainly that's mainly what's been happening.
Have we finished 2 series
of How to Get Away with Murder?
No, but we started from what?
Season 3,
and now we're on
season 5.
Yeah,
we're like halfway through it or almost done.
I think we watched one in like a day.
Yeah, what, one whole season?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. We really watched a lot of that show. It's a good show, guys. If you haven't watched it, How to Get Away with Murder. Viola Davis, brilliant actress.
Is that her name?
Yeah.
Viola Davis.
Yeah, she's fantastic, and the rest of the squad ain't too bad either.
Yeah, I swear they be crying more than.
Oh yeah.
They'd be happy on that show.
There's always tears on that show. Gosh. Their eyes are just and everyone's always deceiving someone.
I know. No wonder Annalise is like a drunk. Yeah, she's drunk.
An alcoholic.
She's a rummage, as like Jamaicans will say.
Oh yeah, she's an alcoholic in the show. But yeah.
She's a drunk? Where did I get that kind of language from?
I don't know. You're in England.
I don't know. Okay.
I guess that's where you got it from. I don't think. Well, there was actually I think another shooting in the US.
Yeah.
I was trying not to I guess follow it as much because it was like it's just sometimes it's a lot. Sometimes you need a break from social media, although these things happen. But I was just like, man, again.
No, the whole situation is really sad. Like I haven't watched the video.
Yeah.
I haven't watched the speeches that his family has made. Like I don't know. I can't do it to myself. But it's just really sad that it
keeps happening.
Yeah, it keeps happening, and he ends up getting shot in the back, not once, not twice, but 7 times, and now he's paralyzed. And I feel like it was just a miracle that he was still alive, because just hearing about it, I thought he was like, I thought he passed. That's it. But yeah, the fact that he's made it to hospital and he's fighting for his life, which means he's like a strong person. And I just hope he can. This is something that I don't know.
I just hope the change really does come. Of course, we send our praise and love to him. As friends and family, usually you don't really get to say it to the person because they tragically don't make it through it. Yeah, but like hopefully he does manage to pull through. And I think they said it would be a miracle if he walked again.
Yeah,
I really hope he recovers. And like, man, we're with you, man.
Yeah, it is hard, but I did see that the NBA, they did like a protest of the games, and so they were meant to play a game on, was it yesterday or the day before that? One team just didn't come out of the locker room. The game was meant to start at like 4, and then the team didn't come out. So they quickly realized like the game wasn't gonna happen, and so they announced that the games would be postponed. And I believe the Lakers and the Lakers and another team, they voted to not continue the games at all, like to finish the season.
Oh, okay.
But every other team voted against that, so they'll be back like the end of the week or the weekend
in support of the protests.
They'll be, so they wanted to like not play any more games. The Lakers, and it's 2 big teams. I actually heard of them. The Lakers and
I don't know.
I don't know football basketball teams that well.
But 2 big teams.
Yeah, 2 big teams wanted to not play at all, and then the rest of the NBA did. So it wasn't a very long protest. I guess they only missed like a couple of games, because I think on Wednesday there was meant to be like 3 games played and they were cancelled. I believe LeBron James, he's
who?
What's his name?
You say like LeBron James.
I said what I said, and what I said is what I said.
Yeah.
The Lakers and the Clippers. Oh. That's it. Yeah, they didn't want to play. And LeBron James, he was saying that he's boycotting it altogether. But yeah, I guess we'll see what happens with that.
We forgot to, I'm not sure if we did, maybe we did, mention the guy's name who got shot. It was Jacob Blake.
Oh, I'm not sure.
But we'll mention it and send our love, wish and support.
Yeah.
What else has been happening apart from that? Or do you want to take a twist? I think we'll take a twist for a more for a happier note. We decided to give you something a little bit different, and we'll go ahead and jump in there. So we've been cruising around the internet trying to find things to talk about, and we decided, you know what, switch it up a little.
Switch it up.
So introducing this new section.
It's called the switch up.
The switch up. We're making it up right on the spot. No. So we've got some scenarios, let's say, courtesy of Twitter, and shout out to 6 Brown Chicks for some of these questions. Now I'm gonna read them to you, Tia, and you're gonna give your opinion first. or your advice on what should happen in this situation, and then I'm going to give mine.
Yeah.
And the people, you can listen and you can pause and give your own advice. We won't hear it, but you can comment it down and we will see it. Or you could tell us if you disagree or agree with us.
Yeah.
So, this may be petty, but hear me out. My woman does pedicures and most of her clients are men. I caught her at work sitting on the floor, brackets, no panties, doing feet while eating sunflower seeds, cutting toenails, eating sunflower seeds. Throw the whole woman away?
Yes.
Question mark?
Yes. Throw the whole woman away. So, as you guys already know, I am a germaphobe. Germaphobe. Why are you eating sunflower seeds on the floor, touching someone else's toes? Like, how does that even make sense? Like, make it make sense, Jesus, because that don't make no sense to me. Who gives someone a pedicure and eats at the same time? I wouldn't even give myself a pedicure and be eating at the same time, because you're touching the acetone and all of that stuff. Like, no, it's this. And then I didn't even mention.
I wish they could see your face.
I didn't even mention the most important part. Why was she wearing no underwears?
That was the key question I wanted to know.
Yeah, no underwear while sitting on the floor. So, and if he could tell she was wearing no underwear, everyone else could tell. And she mostly has male clients. Is that correct?
Perhaps.
Yes,
it did. Is that why?
Like, so why is she wearing a skirt or something like that with no underwear? That doesn't make sense.
How do you know she's wearing a skirt?
Because he can see that she has no panties on. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been an issue.
She could be wearing leggings, and just was having a commando day.
Then it wouldn't have been an issue. Then he wouldn't have mentioned it if she was wearing no panties, but she was wearing jeans or leggings or something. Then it wouldn't have been an issue, because her coochie would have been covered. It clearly wasn't covered. What he needs to do is find a new woman, because that woman isn't it.
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, first of all, how do we know what she's wearing? I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt. She could be wearing joggers with no underwear. We've all gone commando once or twice in our life, you know? No one in agreement with me?
No.
Just me?
Yep.
But I do not know what she was doing. For me, it's the touching the toes and the eating the sunflower seeds.
And it's not the panties?
Nah, man, do what you want.
So I should go to work and just not wear panties and wear like a skirt or something.
What if she was having like an irritation and it was bothering her? I don't know.
Shorts.
Or maybe the floor was soothing. Like,
soothing.
You know when dogs have worms and they like scrape themselves on the floor. Maybe she was trying to achieve that type of effect.
That sounds ridiculous. That
and
actually sounds
her
fun.
hands were busy because she was holding sunflower seeds and holding a foot for the pedicure.
Okay. So let's give her that. The floor was soothing. Then she needs to have a cloth. You know when you go to church, like, I don't know if they still do this. Like, when you go to church and you're wearing a skirt or something, they normally have like a cloth that you put over your legs.
I have never been to a church where they've done that.
I've seen it in the movies.
Is it?
I've seen it in the movies in America.
Really?
Like the Southern Belles, they will put a little cloth
on
there. Is this
when you were watching Greenleaf?
No. And I've seen it, and even in Jamaica as well, when I go to church, if they're wearing like not normally, like the church that I go to in Jamaica, they will be wearing a longer skirt, but if it's a shorter one, they'll have something.
Like a shirt a skirt
like a little
extension.
Cloth, like a little cloth.
A skirt extender.
Wow. A little cloth that goes there, so your bits and your bobs are all covered, and it's not given away.
But then isn't everyone just wearing panties? Your bits are covered anyway.
But do you know what? Yeah, even if she was sitting on the floor with her, like, wearing a skirt or shorts, and it just showed her panties, I would have felt uncomfortable.
I think everyone else should stop looking at what she's wearing and let her be free. I don't think you need to throw the whole woman away.
This is
just a conversation that needs to be had. I think you can say, hey, lady.
You're actually lying right now, because
Hey,
if that
lady.
was me, you would have a big problem.
Hey,
You'd
lady.
throw me away.
Hey, lady. I would appreciate if you didn't not wear underwear. That's all that needs to be said.
No, so you want her male clients to be looking at her coochie cat.
Maybe they're being polite
and not looking at her WAP.
Maybe they're being polite and not looking. I don't say throw the whole woman away.
I just say
have a talk.
Throw her away.
I'm talking from.
It's not petty at all.
I'm talking from being one of the clients. If I was one of the clients, I don't have to.
You know what? Yeah, she probably gets more male clients because she's doing shit like that.
Maybe they own the business and she's hustling. That's what she's doing. She's an entrepreneur. Next question, because we're not going to agree on that if that's your opinion, which I know it's not. Gave my girl $1,500 to buy food and decor for my small B-day party. She bought dollar store plates, 2 buckets of Popeye's chicken, and spent the rest on hair bundles. She didn't invite anyone. When I asked about my change, she left. What do I do? I miss her. What do I do? What did I do wrong? I miss her. Well, can I start on this one?
Yeah.
Your first mistake was having a woman.
What?
Your first mistake was giving her $1,500 to plan your birthday party. If you were that concerned in having a birthday party, you should be more inclined to do some planning as well. Yeah, you should be more inclined to do some planning as well, and not just giving the money away and hoping someone else does the job you want. If you want something, do it yourself. That was his first mistake. His second mistake was missing her. Erase that emotion from you. You just got robbed. For how much is Popeye's chicken?
Oh my god. Look how much money he gave her in pounds.
Oh yeah, I knew it was gonna be over £1,000.
Over £1,000. Nearly 1,200 in pounds.
Yeah, he gave her $1,500 and expected her to do the right thing. I don't know how long they've been together. And if I wanted a birthday party and it wasn't meant to be a surprise birthday party, I'm gonna have some hand in planning it.
But maybe she was the more more the creative one and stuff like that. Like, she pays more attention to details. But I don't understand how, no one was invited. Like, if it wasn't, he obviously knew about it because he funded it. He should have invited people himself.
I think he wanted a surprise birthday party that he knew about.
Maybe.
Because otherwise you would have invited people yourself.
Yeah, you're right.
And for that, you got played. And there's nothing you can really do about it.
That ain't his girlfriend. That was like a side piece who's using you as the sugar daddy.
How much are hair bundles?
Hair bundles can, they can go up.
Because if I total what she did actually buy, a bucket, I'm going to equate Popeye's prices to KFC over here. So 2 buckets of Popeyes, some dollar store plates, and that's about it. So I'm going to say she spent no more than £40, which is $55?
Yeah.
And then took the other $14.50 for hair bundles. How much hair bundles can that buy you? How much of the top quality
I don't know
hair bundles is that?
I don't know. She must have bought
how much
top
is
of
the bundle of Brazilian? What's the street saying?
No, it can be like £150.
150. So she bought 10 bundles.
1 bundles and stuff like that.
And how much bundles do you use each time you do your hair? Average.
People can use 3. I think 3 is the average.
So she bought three
she might have bought
horses worth of bundles.
She might have bought more than 1 wig worth. But that ain't your girlfriend, because she most likely spent some of that money on someone else, another man, or I don't even know. That ain't your girlfriend.
Well,
because essentially he just paid for a cheap takeout on paper plates.
Actually, he's silly for this. I'm gonna read you it again. He said she bought dollar store plates, 2 buckets of Popeye's chicken, and spent the rest on hair bundles. And when I asked about my change, what change? You just said she spent the rest on hair bundles. Now you're being silly. You know she spent the money. Why are you bothering this girl?
No, because What do you mean? Why are you bothering? Because he just did the maths that you did. He's like, no way you could have spent that much on hair bundles, right?
But he said she spent the rest. The rest will imply that she spent the rest. So what change do you want?
No, but he doesn't know how much she spent.
Maybe he just wants like the 50p that was left.
If he just did the maths that you just did, he'll be like, no, surely there should be money left. At least give me the money that's left. And the fact that she left after that, mad for spending his money that you should have spent on him. Nah, mate, that ain't your girlfriend.
Is it not?
Well,
clearly it was.
The whole girl away.
Well, he didn't ask whether she should be thrown away. He said, "What did he do wrong?" That was his question.
What he did wrong was give her the money in the first place and call her his woman. Okay. That's what he did wrong.
Okay. So that's what he did wrong. Now I don't think you've seen this one, so I'm gonna hit you with it.
Hit me with it one more time.
Okay.
What is it?
What?
Hit me, baby, one more time.
Okay. I was stranded on a cruise ship where I work when Corona struck. Finally home and my husband moved another woman in. He says he thought I died on board and she's his comfort. He refuses to put her out. Oh, she's also wearing my clothes.
What?
What the heck do I do?
Oh.
You want to take this one first?
Wait.
Or
so she was on a cruise ship. How long was she on a cruise ship for?
I don't know, but Corona struck, so cruises were like stuck on ports. They weren't allowed to like dock. So she was. I'm gonna say maybe she was away for a good month or so on the cruise ship, at least.
Boyfriend of 5 years.
No, it doesn't say anything about 5 years.
Oh, okay.
But no, he just basically thought that she died.
This one is funny.
Jeez.
This one is actually funny because that means he had a side piece this whole time. Because if Corona stuck, your ass should have been inside the house anyway. So there's no way he should have been able to find a new girl and move her in and be wearing her clothes that fast.
How do you know?
He had a side piece from day one. He's been cheating on her the whole time, and he thought, "Woo!"
Everybody grieves in different ways. So I see you.
Move her in and be wearing her clothes.
Maybe he was so broken that he just needed.
Because he thought she was dead. There was no confirmation that she was dead,
and it broke him
or alive.
It broke him so much he tried to get a replacement. That's what happened. Remember Annalise Keating when in How to Get Away with Murder? She unfortunately she lost the baby in the car crash, and she tried to adopt Wes. Spoilers. Like immediately the day she came home from hospital. That is hand in hand with what's happening here.
No, that sounds dumb. It actually just sounds dumb. He's been cheating on her the whole time.
He's been grieving and he's been trying.
He's not grieving. No one told him she was dead. No one told him.
She did a message. If she messaged, he would have thought, "Oh, you're alive."
No one told him she was dead.
So what if she ignored him for a whole 1 month or 2 months? What's he meant to do? Just wait?
Be looking for her as a boyfriend should. So
and how's he gonna? But you just said it's Corona. You're not meant to go outside.
It's Corona, not a blast. It wasn't.
Where's he gonna find her in the middle of the ocean?
It wasn't an explosion.
But where's he gonna find her?
Like, oh my god! Like she's definitely dead. She was on a ship. It wasn't like there was a wave and like it wasn't the Titanic. So why did he think she was dead?
Because she didn't contact him.
At best, he should have thought she was in hospital.
No.
Yes.
Maybe.
Sick with corona on a ventilator, near her death, not dead.
All right.
Otherwise, if she was dead, they would have contacted her family because she was on a work thing. It wasn't like she was in hospital in a random place. It was a work thing. It was a work cruise ship.
I think it's not just him in the wrong.
What?
I'm just putting my neck out there and saying she should have contacted him. How do we know she didn't have someone on board the ship and that she was so busy she forgot about him, and now he just moved on?
He moved on too fast.
If for 3 months someone didn't contact you or tell you anything, you would assume they've moved on without you.
He assumed she was dead.
Yeah.
So what he should have been doing is planning her funeral and how to get her body back home.
Maybe he means she's dead to me. Like, when someone's not really dead, but, they're dead to you.
Anyways, I want to know what happened next.
Well,
because that girl isn't staying in my house.
Clearly,
wearing my clothes.
Clearly, she moved in and they lived happily ever after.
No.
Next question.
We're not involving ourselves in a what's it called when you have more than one?
A polygamous relationship.
Yeah, we're not a polygamous relationship.
But they're not asking what you. They're not asking what you. Why do you always have to relate it to you? No. Whether you're asking, the clients need advice. They're not here to see their therapist for what they're doing in their relationship.
Well,
they want advice specific to them.
Well, they're definitely not going to be getting advice from you.
Well, next.
So don't think I'm dead and find a new girlfriend and let her wear my clothes.
Well, next question. My pregnant 2 months baby mama saved me from the streets. She financed my education with massage therapy license and gave me a son. But I've fallen out of love with her. I've fallen in love with a new client and I plan to marry her.
Ooh.
A brand new life. How do I tell my baby mother I'm leaving her without losing my kids? You don't. Here's the plan. I'll give you solid advice. You tell the baby mother that you want to move the client in with her, just like this other one in the advice, and see how it works out. Flip the coin. I thought
you were going to say something serious.
The bigger the family, the better.
What? The bigger the family, the better?
Yeah. More hands to help.
So I should go and fall in love with someone at work, and then come back and say the bigger the family, the better.
I'm giving advice to the clients.
No.
I'm not giving personal advice. That's the difference between me and you. I can separate myself from these situations.
So you're saying you wouldn't like it?
Me? Yes. Oh, of course not. Why would I do that? That's silly. But the clients are asking for specific advice, so I'm giving them specific advice. So moving.
She's pregnant.
Oh, she is.
She hasn't even had the baby yet.
All right. I know what must happen. I think you must be serious with her, and you need to be upfront.
But you do need to be upfront about it, because you can't help that you've fallen out of love with someone else, and despite the fact that she has financed your life, basically your previous life, doesn't mean that you have to stay in a situation where you're unhappy. But you need to do it respectfully and make sure that you consider her feelings and all of this. But I wouldn't suggest anyone to stay in a relationship when they're unhappy, because that creates other problems, and it will also mean that it's less likely for you to leave the relationship on a positive note.
Is that so?
Right, that's how I feel.
Well, I think that's pretty solid advice. I say wait for her to have the baby, then tell her how you feel. In fact, don't do that. Just tell her how you feel now.
Yeah, tell her how you feel now. Have a mature adult conversation about it.
Oh, I'm not talking about the baby mother. I'm talking about the client.
What?
Tell her how you feel.
Tell who how you feel? The woman that you love.
Yeah.
Falling in love with the client.
Tell her.
The client might not even like you.
Tell her that you're gonna leave, so she needs to rescue you from the streets. She needs to prove herself again.
Wait. All he's meant to be doing is giving the client a massage. How on earth did he manage to fall in love with his client when he's just meant to be giving her a massage?
I don't think that he has the license. The baby mother is the one with the massage therapy license, I believe, and that is her client.
No, she financed my education massage therapy license.
Oh, okay. That's what his education was.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was just something you signed up to do.
Yeah, I thought that was obvious.
Oops. Well, it's an awkward situation, isn't it?
All he was meant to be doing is giving a massage. But you know what? I wouldn't have felt comfortable with you giving girls massages.
You should ask the client if she can save him for the streets. And if she can't, forget about it.
What do you think about like would you mind if I was getting a massage by a man?
Yes.
Why would you mind?
I would mind.
But I'm just going to get a massage.
I know.
And feel good.
Yeah, we can both get massages.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there.
If it was by a man.
I guess, I think because of movies, you have this predisposition, like, oh, this is how it starts. But I think it's a bit disrespectful. I think they're very, formal. I think there's some of them who aren't. and those are the ones I'd be there for.
Yeah, but you know the men, they have like rougher hands. They're able to get into all those spots. You know what I mean?
Nah, I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, you know what I mean, right? They can get all the juicy spots, give it a good squeeze.
I think female masseuses know what they're doing too.
So, would you want to be so if I should get massaged by a female, then so you should get a massage by a male then?
Is it?
I'm asking.
I don't know. Why?
Why not?
I guess.
So you'll get a massage by a male, and
I don't
I'll
know
get
if
a massage by a woman.
I think we just both get massages by who we want, and
who would you prefer?
Who would I prefer? I think I'd test both out. I think I'd feel more comfortable with a woman though.
I don't feel comfortable with you being massaged by a woman because, as you said, that's how it starts.
That's how it starts in the movies.
What's the difference?
What's the difference between a man and a woman massaging you?
Yeah, because you said you don't feel comfortable with me getting a massage by a man.
No, I was joking a bit. I ended up being a bit serious too. I don't really know how I feel. I guess I have to see on the day. And then I put the kibosh on it. No. Hey. You'll be massaging me, fella.
But do you know what? I think that's like a common thing. I think guys are not comfortable with...
insecure? Maybe.
They're like...
Would you be comfortable?
What?
With me getting a massage by a lady?
It depends where she's massaging you.
What? That's not the question I asked. I think the same applies to you, what you're saying. Girls aren't comfortable with their guys.
I don't know, but I definitely know you wouldn't want a man rubbing on you.
How do you know that?
Would you?
No. Actually, I don't think I would mind, because although you were amping it up a little bit there, I feel like the male masseuses would have that stronger thumb action, like that deep press. But I think a female masseuse would be enough to hurt you.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah, and do you know what it is? I just think it depends what they're doing. Like if they're doing a full body massage, or if they're just doing a leg massage or a head massage, it would be different. Because if a guy was giving you a head massage, it wouldn't be...
anyone could. I would take a head massage from anybody. Head massages are my favorite thing.
Yeah.
My favorite thing. I'll take that above any massage. It just feels nice and relaxing and soothing.
Is that your favorite thing?
What, massage?
Yeah.
I think so. A head massage is great.
I think I could think of something else, but next question.
Funny. Okay. Told boyfriend's mum I'm pregnant, and then he became distant. His mum says he's not financially ready for fatherhood, and I shouldn't be selfish by having the baby before he gets married to someone he really loves.
What?
He adds, I can't raise a dumb, ugly kid.
What? Who said that?
The boyfriend. So I'm guessing she's ugly. I'm joking. That was very out of pocket of him and his mother.
Yeah, the mother is rude.
They're both rude. The boyfriend and the boyfriend's mum are both very rude. Very rude.
Well, if he was, financially able to do the act, then he should be financially ready to, look after the baby. I mean,
pay the piper.
Yeah, he's act to help produce the baby. Like, it's here now about selfish.
Nah, I don't think. Yeah, I think you're right.
Look, that is so rude. And his actions, his words are obviously condoned by his mum. She has no respect.
Okay, hear me out. What if she is just really selfish? Is there a world in which that works?
No.
Probably not.
No, there isn't, because the baby's produced now, and it would be different if the mum was saying it like, if the girlfriend was saying, I want to get pregnant, and then the mum was saying, don't be selfish, you guys are not financially able to do it, maybe there's a better time to do it, you guys get your education first. But the baby's planted now.
Yeah, I think that one was too easy. I think it's clear who's in the wrong.
Clear.
That lady is definitely in the wrong, isn't she?
She's in the wrong.
That's how I knew you were.
Huh?
You just agreed when I said the lady's in the wrong.
The mum.
Oh, okay, that's what you were thinking of.
Yeah.
No, the boyfriend and the mum are in the wrong. For reals. They definitely are in the wrong. Oh, I have a twist.
Okay.
I have a twist. So moving on to our next section.
Twist again.
Guys, if you've got any questions you want to send us and hear our well thought out, studious answers, feel free to send them in. Comment below and we'll get to them eventually.
Yeah.
And would you rather? Okay, this is a would you rather section. And there's a little bit of a twist on this.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask a would you rather question.
Okay.
And instead of answering what you would rather do, you have to tell me what you think I would rather do.
Okay.
Okay. So, would you rather lose the ability to read or lose the ability to speak? What do you think I would rather do?
Lose the ability to read.
Or lose the ability to speak? I think you're right.
Because I guess either way you'll lose the ability to communicate with someone in a certain way.
Yeah, but if you can't read, you can't do a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you just every word is lost to you.
Yeah.
That is, with losing the ability to speak, you can still write.
Yeah, but with losing the ability to speak, you can't speak.
Yeah, but at least you can still communicate through writing.
But just either way, you're losing a form of communication.
I guess. I think you're right. I think you got it right. Okay, I'm gonna ask.
And in this day and age, there's so many other things that can help you with your reading. If you was
no, but this is a hypothetical world where you can't read and you can never get better at reading.
Yeah, and someone just reads it for you.
I guess. I thought you meant something helped to improve it.
No, I mean you highlight the sentence and it just reads it to you. And
so I'm gonna ask this one, and I'm gonna guess what you would rather do.
Okay.
Would you rather know the history of every object you touched, or be able to talk to animals? Okay, so have you got your answer in your head?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I think that you would want to know the history of every object you touched.
No,
really?
I wouldn't.
You'd want to talk to animals. I didn't think you were an animal person.
Do you mean the history as in who's touched the object?
Yeah,
or where the object has come from?
In my head, when I view the history, you get a flashback of everything that's happened to that object.
No,
where it's
I don't.
gone.
Think about it as a germaphobe.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about it as a germaphobe. I was thinking about it as you being some investigator.
No, think about it as a germaphobe that I am. I wouldn't be able to touch anything.
I guess, but I wasn't thinking about it like that.
Can you imagine? I know the history of a bathroom door handle.
Oh yeah, this is true.
I don't touch one of them. But
or money.
Money, yeah.
Oh,
something that I have to touch.
Oh yeah. So what would you do with your power of talking to animals?
Talk to animals.
What would you ask them? Which animal would you would be first on your list that you want to talk to?
I'll talk to a bird and we'd be like tweet 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 tweet.
You're really gonna waste it on a bird first?
Because I hate those things. I hate birds. I can tell them to shut up.
But what if
I'll be like tweet tweet tweet.
What if birds were like? I guess.
Or dogs. When have you ever woke up in the night and there's a bunch of dogs just barking?
Not really, no.
Oh. Just some days there's one dog starts barking and then there's another dog that starts
maybe
barking.
They're trying to tell people there's someone breaking in.
I would like to be like woof 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 woof,
but you can still do that now
and be like, shut up, you mother.
No, because imagine they're actually alerting everybody that look, there's someone in your garden right now, and you're just
it sounds
shut
they're
up.
They're singing Silent Night.
Well, if they were singing that peaceful, you wouldn't be shouting at them.
In their heads it sounds peaceful, but
I think if I would like to speak to dogs first. I want to know what's on their head. I want to know if they actually like humans or if they're pretending.
I don't think dogs like humans.
Yeah, because a lot of them seem happy when they see us. But what if it's a secret cover?
For what?
I don't know. The day they get stronger
FBI
than us.
Agents.
Yeah, and I would be either one of these powers. I'd become a detective with them, and I'd find the history of the murder weapon and be like, this person did it. Or I would talk to the animals, like the birds who saw the murder. They'll be like my personal CCTV.
I guess so.
And I'd have birds on the stand.
Yeah, you would be able to come as an FBI agent.
I would be the best detective ever.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, what if you can talk to the birds and then they can pick you up and fly you places? Like enough of them, like pick you up.
Okay, we were being serious here. Here you come with your flying birds.
No, like, do you not imagine it?
How
like
many birds would it take to
you,
pick us up?
Well, I'm quite light. I don't know about you. You'd probably need 1,000 birds.
1,000 birds.
I'm sure I just need 1 or 2.
1 or 2 birds. What? 1 or 2 pigeons? Is that enough to carry you away?
Yeah.
1 or 2 pigeons, you go flying away.
Maybe 3. Maybe 3. One on each shoulder and my foot.
Oh. What? And how strategically placed?
I'll be flying through the air like Jesus.
Okay. All right, I'm going to ask you another one. And tell me what I would rather do. So you have to give up one of your senses for good. Would you rather lose taste, smell, touch, hearing, or sight? What do you think I'm going to lose?
Well, taste, you can eat anything. So that don't bother you. Smell? Touch? Nah. Hearing? Nah. Sight? I think smell. I think smell is the only one that wouldn't, I don't know, when I'm thinking about it, it wouldn't bother you as much to lose smell.
You think?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
Why?
I would lose taste.
Taste?
I would lose taste.
That one I was so confident with.
Do you know why?
Why?
If all food tasted the same, there would be no motivation to eat unhealthily.
I guess.
I would be the healthiest person on planet Earth. No temptation to eat bad food because I just don't taste it. That's the only temptation to pizzas and stuff like that. If all this food tastes the same,
food it wouldn't be enjoyable. Like,
what
would be the point of taking you out to eat?
You wouldn't. I'd save money. And when people invited me to dinners, I'd say there's no point in me coming in. I can't taste the difference.
I guess. But you would never be able to tell anyone their food tastes nice.
And that's fine.
Maybe. Oh, okay. Pick for me.
You would lose taste.
Taste, yeah.
You would lose taste. You lose taste so that you can hide behind the shield of I can't taste. Sorry, you could give it to me, but I can't. You would be able to eat everything now.
Everything.
Yeah.
I feel like I have so many problems, but I'm like a really fussy eater as well. So yeah, I would lose taste, but that means you'll eat anything. What if you eat poison or something? You wouldn't be able to sense it.
I guess.
And that doesn't stop you from getting sick from it because.
But that's the same with smell. Like the house could be on fire.
Oh yeah.
It could start to be on fire and you wouldn't know because you can't smell the smoke yet.
You can't smell it. You just have to wait until you see it.
Or like someone could be breaking in. No, sorry, that's hearing. Yes, I smelled burglars, officer. Yeah,
all of them have their problems.
Yeah.
Touch, you could be touching something that's really hot and burn yourself.
Oh yeah. People with that actually do burn themselves and stuff. I hear they have injuries that they don't know how they got.
Yeah, because like, you know, when you test to see if a pan is hot, they won't know.
Yeah, how do you usually test? I put my cheek to it.
No, you don't. Don't be stupid. Oh, I should tell the story. So one day, like I think the washing machine in the house broke, so we went to a laundrette. And this was before I went to secondary school. Like I was in year 6. It was summer holiday, and I think the first time we were in the laundrette, me and my cousin, who was 4 years older than me. So when the things came out of the dryer, we were like, "Oh my god, this feels so hot! Feel this! This feels so hot! Feel this!" And like we were like putting it on each other's face. And my cousin, like her school belt had a metal piece on it.
Oh. And
she was like, "Oh my god, Tia, feel this!" And she put it on my cheek. Ooh. And I was like, "Oh my god, you burned me!" And she was like, "Why are you lying? No, I didn't." And then when I moved my hand, like she actually had burnt me.
Was there a scar?
There was a scar.
How long did it last? Oh, you had photo day, didn't you?
Yeah, and because I was going into year 7, like in year 7, they take pictures. They take pictures of you, and that was like, I was trying to turn the opposite way so you couldn't see it, and then the woman was like, turn this way, and I was like, oh, okay. And like, so like the scar was like the main focus of the picture, because I was turned to one side. I don't know why she didn't see the scar and was like, oh, turn to the other side. She purposely made me turn to that side, and that was on my record from year 7 to like year 10.
Oh, so the scar was visible.
Visible.
Do you still have a picture of this?
I have. I'll show you. If I find it, I'll show you later. But it was like, yeah, like I think by the time I got into school, like, you know when you have a burn, but then it becomes white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what had happened.
It was at that stage. It was like white on my face.
Did I tell you about the time? Oh what? Oh no, this doesn't even relate to it. We had a fold-up sofa couch.
Oh yeah.
And I got trapped in there.
What, did you fold yourself up in there?
My sister did. My mom had gone out the house, and we were at home alone, and we decided, oh, I wonder if I could fold up with the bed into the couch. So I held onto it. She rolled me up in there, and then like I got stuck.
Oh my God.
I was struggling to get out, and I remember like scraping myself out. I had like a little scratch on my either side of my nipple from like I guess one of the pains on the bed. And I was like really panicking, because I'm not really claustrophobic or anything, but there was like a sense of urgency of I'm not going to get out of here in time, and if my mom gets home and finds me in here, I'm going to be in trouble.
Where was your sister?
She was trying to help me out, but it was a group effort to get me out before my mom came back.
Do you want to know something? I've done the same. I don't think I got stuck though. Like, we had like a sofa, a bed kind of thing, and I decided, I want to go on the other side of it.
Were you by yourself?
No, I think I was trying to scare someone.
Oh.
Yeah, and they ended up just sitting on it and like squishing me, kind of thing.
Ooh. That's quite funny.
I don't know why I have a thing for scaring people. It's got me into some situations.
It's got me injured. I have a mini scar on my forehead because of it.
You're trying to scare someone?
Yeah, trying to scare my sister again.
Who asked you?
I think we had just gone to see off like my cousins downstairs, and there was like a post box down there, and I hid underneath it. And when she opened the door to come inside, I jumped up and hit my head on the corner of the post box, and like it cut from my forehead, and luckily it missed my eyebrow, but it continued on my eyelid and didn't go into my eye.
Ooh.
And the eyelid part healed like without any scar, but the forehead part, like, it took some time to heal, and like it's on your forehead, so you can't really wear plasters to school. You just got to go with it like that cut just there, like, life happens.
Life does happen.
And on that note, I'll bring us to our quote. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. That's from Albert Einstein.
Ooh.
But yeah, that's been another episode of The Gift of the Gab. Episode number 11. Do you know that in French? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
We know these.
I believe it. This is
These on?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
These on?
11. Yep. Episode number 11. Check us out. BT Smalltalk everywhere. On social media, and The Gift of the Gab everywhere podcasts are found. Thank you. Review, like, listen, subscribe, do all those things. And we'll see you next week. Adios.
Amigos.